Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Brit Games, where we cover everything LEGO gaming, and this time we're continuing the Every Character series, where we go through every LEGO game and take a look at all the characters in the game to kind of see how the character rosters change throughout the years, how they expand, what they add, what they remove. And this time we're doing LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga from 2007. So previously we did the first LEGO Star Wars from 2005, LEGO Star Wars the video game, which covers the prequel Star Wars movies. Then we did LEGO Star Wars 2 from 2006, which covers the original trilogy movies. And with LEGO Star Wars 2, they added the Use Old Save extra. And if you don't know, that allows you to import the LEGO Star Wars 1 characters into LEGO Star Wars 2 if you have a save file from the first game. And so essentially you could have the original trilogy characters and the prequel trilogy characters within LEGO Star Wars 2, which is pretty much what this game is supposed to be. This is the complete saga. This combines the first two games and adds a few things, like there's a brand new Mos Eisley Cantina here that's completely redesigned from the second game. You got the bonus levels and things like that, so there's a lot of added content here, but this is mostly just the first two games combined, so it'll be interesting to see kind of how much the character roster has changed since LEGO Star Wars 2. So let's go and get started. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go into here to negotiations to pull up the character roster here in free play. And boom, here we have all the characters. There's quite a bit here. I believe there's 126 if you count them all. 128 if you include the two, like, create your own character, but I'm not counting those because those aren't really legit characters. So it is 126. And it's kind of interesting when you Google search how many characters are in this game, you get like 160. I'm not sure if that's like some mobile version, like on DS or something. I don't know where 160 comes from, but I counted this thing a couple times, and it's definitely 126. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. First off, we have Qui-Gon Jinn from LEGO Star Wars 1 from the prequels. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't scroll over it, but there's Obi-Wan Kenobi, like the Padawan version from Episode 1. Then we got TC-14, the Protocol Droid, which is basically a silver C-3PO. We have Jar Jar Binks, who can jump high. That's about all he's good for. We got Queen Amidala, who can use a grapple and is basically just a blaster character. We got Captain Panaka, which is pretty much the same thing as Queen Amidala, a blaster character from Episode 1. We got Padme, parentheses, Battle, and she's again a blaster character who can grapple as well. We got R2-D2, who can hover across things as well as hack astromech terminals. Very useful character. It allows you to get lots of mini kits and things like that. We got Anakin Skywalker, parentheses, boy version from Episode 1. He can go into the small character hatches, which is pretty useful with mini kits as well. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi, parentheses, Jedi Master from Episode 2. This is first appeared in, I believe, the Camino level, and I guess he appears in the Bounty Hunter Pursuit level as well in this game, since that was an added level. We got R4P17, which is basically red R2-D2. We got Anakin Skywalker, parentheses, Padawan from Episode 2, so this is kind of the Hayden Christensen version, and he's going to look quite a bit different in Skywalker Saga. I can already feel it. We got Padme, parentheses, Geonosis, so this is what she looks like when Anakin and Padme go to Geonosis, and they're in the Jedi arena and things like that. We got C-3PO, just plain old C-3PO there. We got Mace Windu from Episode 2 version. So there we go, he's just in his Jedi robes. We got Padme, parentheses, Claude. So actually this is more the Geonosis outfit, but she's just got a claw mark on her, so there's really no other difference. She's pretty much an identical character otherwise. We got Yoda, who can use his little cane. He's got kind of unique lightsaber moves where he kind of jumps around. I don't think any other character has that, which is pretty cool. He can use the Force as well. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi, parentheses, Episode 3 version, so he's got the shorter hair, and yeah, that's how he appears in Episode 3. We got Anakin Skywalker, parentheses, Jedi, which is, once again, an Episode 3 version. This is the Hayden Christensen with longer hair. This is like the Anakin that most people kind of think of. That's how he looks in the Clone Wars game as well. We got Chancellor Palpatine, like the ugliest Lego ever in existence. Like, look how ugly that is. Like, they have got to remodel that for the Skywalker Saga game coming up. Yeah, he's pretty much a useless character. I don't think he can really do anything other than like pull switches. He might be able to like attack in this game, I'm not sure, but yeah, pretty useless. We got Commander Cody from Episode 3. He's kind of inserted into the General Grievous boss fight despite not being there in the movie. We got Chewbacca, who can grapple and fire his crossbow, which is always cool. And he can also rip off arms of stormtroopers, which is a feature they added in LEGO Star Wars 2. We got Princess Leia, who is just a generic blaster character. We got Captain Antilles from Episode 4. We got Rebel Friend. Oh man, he appeared in LEGO Star Wars 2. And they brought him back. He better appear in Skywalker Saga. Like, if they don't put him in Skywalker Saga, that's a shame. He's a red rebel trooper is basically what he is. We got Luke Skywalker parentheses Tatooine version. This is not the Jedi version. This is how he appears in Episode 4 at the beginning. He's gonna have a brand new hairstyle in Skywalker Saga. You can already kind of see what that looks like online. And yeah, he's a blaster character. We got Ben Kenobi, which is basically the Episode 3 version, except they turned his hair gray and changed. His like moveset is completely different from the previous Obi-Wan, which is kind of interesting. We got Han Solo from Episode 4, so there we go, young Harrison Ford. He's going to have a totally new hairstyle. A lot of these characters look pretty generic in this game compared to how they're going to look in the Skywalker Saga game. So we got Han Solo, parentheses Stormtrooper. This is from when they go onto the Death Star and dress up as Stormtroopers to kind of disguise themselves. We got Luke Skywalker, parentheses Stormtrooper, kind of same thing. We got Han Solo, parentheses Hoth. That's the Han Solo you play as at the beginning of I believe, what is it, the second level of Episode 5. We got Princess Leia, parentheses Hoth, and you play as her again at the second level of Episode 5. We got Luke Skywalker, parentheses Pilot, who you use at the beginning of the Dagobah level, I believe. And we got Luke Skywalker Dagobah. This is the first time Luke Skywalker gets a lightsaber, so now you can use a lightsaber. And I believe you can use the Force as well. If you're playing story mode, he can't use the Force right away. You have to have like Yoda on your back. But I think when you're just playing as this character, otherwise he can use the Force. We got Luke Skywalker Bespin, which is used in the fight with Darth Vader at the end of Episode 5. Very cool. We got Lando Calrissian, who is a blaster character from Episode 5. We got Princess Leia Bespin, so very cool there. She's got the longer hairstyle. We got Luke Skywalker, parentheses Jedi from Episode 6, so he's in his black robes. Now he's a full-on Jedi. Very cool. We've actually seen him. He's got pretty much the same hair in Skywalker Saga. You can actually see what he looks like in the second trailer for Skywalker Saga, which released back in December 2019. We got Princess Leia Bosch version, which is when she dresses up as a bounty hunter at the beginning of Episode 6 on Tatooine. We got Lando Palace Guard, who, he dresses up as a palace guard, when he's hanging out with Jabba the Hutt in Episode 6. We got Han Solo, parentheses Skiff. This is what he looks like when he comes out of the Carbonite. And there we go. We got Princess Leia Slave version. Everyone knows that character. We got Princess Leia Indoor version from Episode 6. That's when she's kind of in the green camouflage. We got Luke Skywalker Indoor version. Pretty much the same thing in green camouflage. Han Solo, parentheses Indoor. We got Wicket, who is kind of the leader of the Ewoks. He's basically just an Ewok with a red hood on. We got Darth Vader, who's a dark force. He can use the dark side of the Force to access different areas, especially when you're getting mini kits. We got the famous Gonk droid from pretty much all the Star Wars movies. I think they appeared in the prequels and in the originals and in the sequels. We got PK Droid, another useless character. We got Battle Droid. It's funny how Gonk Droid's kind of a meme, but PK Droid's not a meme. Like, come on, let's make PK Droid a meme. We got Battle Droid, who is pretty useless. The droids can't build things, and they can't like pull switches. Basically, all they can do is shoot. They can't jump either. So they're kind of useless. We got Battle Droid, parentheses Security. We got Battle Droid, parentheses Commander, which is a yellow version. We got Droideka, who can activate shields, which is cool. We got Captain Tarpals. Was he in the first LEGO Star Wars? I don't think he was. I can't remember now. Let me know. I'll have to go back and watch my previous every character videos, but he's basically just a generic Gunyan who can jump high. We got Boss Nass. Yeah, he definitely was not in the previous game, so he's a brand new character. I think he's pretty useless, though. He can't really do too much. He can maybe pull switches, and that's about it. We got Royal Guard, and man, that is like one of the most generic looking Legos imaginable. He's just in a brown outfit, like just his face is so plain. We got just regular old Padme from Episode 1 from Tatooine. She's a bit younger. We got Watto, who's a playable character. I don't think he was playable in the previous games, so that's new. We got Pit Droid. I don't think that was playable either. Now that I think about it, I think Captain Tarpals was playable, but Boss Nass and Watto definitely were not. Neither was Pit Droid. We got Darth Maul, the classic character with the double lightsaber. We got Zam Wessel, who is a new character in this version, I believe. We got Dexter Jester. I don't think he was playable either. It's kind of crazy. They had Dexter's Diner in LEGO Star Wars 1 as a hub world, but I don't think Dexter was playable. Kind of crazy. He's another kind of useless character, though. We got Generic Clone from Episode 2. We got Lama Su, who is a... What is this species name? Is I guess a Chimonian? I'm not sure how you say that. We got Tan Wee. I don't think they were playable either in the previous games. We got Geonosian, so the characters that they've added are mostly useless, to be honest, but heck, they added some more characters, so I guess that's always good. We got Battle Droid, parentheses, Geonosis. We got Super Battle Droid, which I don't think the color is very accurate once again. We got Jango Fett, who's a bounty hunter. He can throw detonators and hover, which is kind of cool. He's like the only character that has a jetpack, besides Boba Fett. We got Boba Fett, parentheses, boy version. We got Luminara, we got some Clone Wars characters here. We got Ki-Adi Mundi, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? We got Kit Fisto, we got Shakti, we got Ayla Secure. I don't think she was playable in the previous game either, so she's brand new. We got Plo Koon, I think he's brand new as well. We got Count Dooku, you can use the dark side of the Force, he's got the kind of curved lightsaber. We got Grievous's bodyguard, also known as a Magna Guard. They can actually jump high, which is kind of useful. We got General Grievous himself, who has 4 lightsabers and can jump high. He can't use the Force though. We got a Wookiee. We have Clone Episode 3 version. We got Clone Episode 3 Pilot. Clone Episode 3 Swamp. Clone Episode 3 Walker. Mace Windu Episode 3 version. So he's basically the same as Episode 2 version, except he's got like a different colored robe, which I actually prefer the Episode 3 version, I think. We got Disguised Clone, which I found out was a deleted character from the movie. They were going to appear in the movie, but they just didn't show up. We got Rebel Trooper, which is Rebel Friend, but blue. We got the classic Stormtrooper. We have Imperial Shuttle Pilot, which is basically an officer but with a black outfit. We got Tusken Raider. I don't know, were they playable in the other games? They have to be, weren't they? They were playable in LEGO Star Wars 2, I believe. We got Jawa, which can fit into small characters. They can also zap droids, which is kind of a unique ability of the Jawa. We got Sand Trooper, which is basically a Stormtrooper, but with like an orange thing on his shoulder. We got Greedo, who shot first. We got Imperial Spy, one of the worst boss fights in the game. We got Beach Trooper, which is kind of a meme, and supposedly they are returning in Skywalker Saga, according to someone who saw the early footage from E3. We got Death Star Trooper. We got TIE Fighter Pilot, which is a black Stormtrooper. We got Imperial Officer. We have Grand Moff Tarkin, who was like CGI, I believe, in the Rogue One movie. We got Han Solo, parentheses, Hood, from Hoth. It's weird how that character is not playable in the story mode. We got Rebel Trooper, parentheses, Hoth. We got Rebel Pilot, which, again, this looks so generic. We got Snow Trooper, I always liked how those guys looked. We got Luke Skywalker, parentheses, Hoth. We got Lobot from Episode 5. We got Ugnaught, who can fit into small character hatches. We got Bespin Guard, another really generic looking character. The Legos now have like a lot more detail on their face. We got Princess Leia, parentheses, Prisoner version. That's from Episode 5. You guys let me know on the last every character in LEGO Star Wars 2. You guys let me know that was actually from Episode 5, so thank you guys for that. We got Gamorrean Guard from Episode 6, so those guys basically look like pigs. We got Big Fortuna, or Fortuna, however you say that. We got Palace Guard from Episode 6 in Jabba the Hutt's place. We got Bosk, who's a bounty hunter. He can use bounty hunter stuff. We got Skiff Guard. We've already seen what they look like in Skywalker Saga. We got Boba Fett, who basically has all the exact same abilities as Jango Fett. We got Ewok, so a generic Ewok, not Wicket. We got Imperial Guard, one of the cooler looking characters in the game. We got the Emperor himself, who can use lightning, which is always a cool ability. We got Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. He's kind of a useless character, though. He doesn't really have any abilities. We got IG-88, who's a bounty hunter who can, use... he can actually hack any panel, which is kind of interesting. Like, you can use astromech panels and C-3PO panels, protocol droid panels. We got Dengar, who's another bounty hunter. We got Forlom. He can hack panels as well. And then we have the classic ghost characters, Ben Kenobi, parentheses, Ghost, Anakin Skywalker, parentheses, Ghost, and Yoda, parentheses, Ghost. These are the most expensive characters in the game, and they basically make you invincible because enemies can't see you. We got R2-Q5. I think that might be a new droid. I can't remember. But yeah, basically an R2-D2 clone. And last but not least, we have Indiana Jones himself. This was a teaser teasing the next game in the next every character video, where they're kind of teasing the next game, which was LEGO Indiana Jones: The Original Adventures, the first non-LEGO Star Wars game where TT Games started to do other franchises. So yeah, that is all the characters, and Indiana Jones mostly has like Han Solo move set for the most part, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that is every character in LEGO Star Wars the complete saga quite a bit. This is a much longer video to go through all 126 characters. But yeah, very cool. So Indiana Jones is always cool. We'll have to see if Indiana Jones is in Skywalker Saga. It'd be cool if they hinted at, you know, Indiana Jones 3 or some sort of Indiana Jones remaster by doing that. Who knows? But we'll have to see. I kind of have my doubts that they'll put him in the game. But yeah, that's going to be it for this every character video. So stay tuned for the next one. We're going to be doing Indiana Jones, the original adventures. So yeah, please like this video if you enjoyed it. If you like this character roster, let me know what you think of the character roster in this game. There's still some characters missing, like Jabba the Hutt and things like that. Look at these generic characters in the Cantina. You can't play as those either. You can't play as any of these guys right here, so that's a bit unfortunate. We'll have to see if we can play as like some more generic characters in Skywalker Saga. Yeah, but be sure to subscribe to be notified right when the next one comes out. We're always producing 4K videos here on this channel. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.